If you keep thinking that natural hair growth is a mystery, it always will be. Or you can let someone like me, who's an expert at this, help you find a routine that works for you so you can finally achieve your natural hair goals. It's actually that simple. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Zay, and today I will be going over the various natural hair problems that you may be facing and solutions to them so you can actually achieve longer, healthier, thicker, and stronger hair at a faster rate. Simply, affordably, and at home, with at-home recipes that can be made with things that are probably already in your refrigerator. These recipes and solutions have helped me grow my hair waist length and longer. My hair is currently hip length and it's not stopping. And it has also helped so many lovelies on this channel also achieve longer, healthier, thicker, and stronger hair. And I'm talking about reducing excessive shedding and breakage, thickening up their hair, achieving longer hair than they thought was possible for them, and so much more. So if you like what you're seeing and if you like what you're hearing, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and smash that bell notification because it helps the channel grow. It helps these videos reach more people like you so more black girls and black people can also achieve their natural hair goals. Don't gatekeep, share the channel, support the channel so Sierra and I can keep bringing content that you love to the channel for free. And without further ado, let's hop right into this video. In this video, I'm going to be going over the natural hair problems of chronic dryness, excessive thinning and breakage, hormonal thinning and breakage, as well as clearing up the confusion about the porosities, as well as the problem of if you feel like your natural hair is not growing fast enough. If you experience one of those particular things you want to skip through on the video, you should be able to see the titles and just go there. But I'm going to start with dryness. If you are experiencing chronic dryness, your hair is simply not going to grow. Why? Because in order for you to achieve your natural hair goals, you need to retain length. That is what you need. It isn't about how fast your hair grows, how expensive the products you're using are, if other people are having success with those products, how often you wash your hair, all of these things. It has to do with retention. The only way to make sure that you are retaining length is if you make sure that your hair is not breaking off faster than your hair is growing. One of the best ways to do this is to make sure your hair remains properly moisturized. Making sure your hair remains moisturized is going to make sure that your hair is not brittle and breaking off. So what is the solution to people who have chronically dry hair? If you have chronically dry hair, the solution is to have a routine that centers on getting that moisture in. Think aloe, think deep conditioning treatments, think a really great leave-in conditioner that leaves your hair moisturized for days and days on end. Think honey. Honey is a humectant. If you add honey into your wash day routine, like let's say you do a mask and you add honey in it, honey is going to pull the moisture from the air and attach it to your hair so your hair remains moisturized for longer periods of time. Those things and adding them to your routine and making sure that you are really focusing on them is going to help you battle your chronic dryness, retain length, and achieve your natural hair goals much faster. Now we're going to go into excessive thinning and breakage. If your hair is constantly thinning and breaking, your hair needs strength. Your hair is weak. Once it grows out of your scalp, it cannot withstand harsh weather conditions or manipulation when you go to style your hair. It can't hold up against those things, which it needs to do because, well, it's hair. The solution to this is protein. Our hair is made up of 80% protein. That means that we need to prioritize getting that protein in. I swear by this protein treatment that is already on the channel, and that I'll put the testimonies of people who have been using it on the channel and have been seeing immense improvements specifically to excessive thinning and breakage. This protein treatment helped me achieve waist length. It helped Sierra achieve waist length. I love this protein treatment, and I'm always going to recommend that to people who are specifically experiencing thinning in breakage at an excessive rate. And the bonus is the ingredients are most likely already in your kitchen. I also want to say this protein treatment literally helps keep my hair moisturized, soft, manageable. It's not just a protein treatment. It also deeply conditions my hair because it has honey in it, like I mentioned from point 1, that helps to keep the hair moisturized. Yeah, I am gonna rave about this recipe because it's affordable, simple for you to make, and it will help you achieve your natural hair goals. Period. Before we continue, I do want to mention that if you want more exclusive hair growth recipes like these that will help you, that help Sierra and I unlock 1.5 inches of hair growth per month, make sure you head to justforblackgirls.com/shop and shop our growth training 101 guide. So many lovelies are already using it to grow their hair longer, healthier, thicker, and stronger, and see hair growth that they didn't even know was possible for them. So if you want to join those lovelies on unlocking the hair of your dreams, make sure you head to www.justforblackgirls.com/shop and grab our growth training 101 guide, as it is on sale now and is one of the best prices that you will be able to shop it at. Now, without further ado, let's hop right into the rest of this video. So if you want to do your natural hair a favor and add a simple routine into your natural hair care regimen that will help you if you're also experiencing chronic dryness and if you're experiencing excessive thinning and breakage, use that protein treatment. Stop overlooking ease. We're going to stop overlooking ease in 2025, black women. Okay? Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, it's simple. And it works. Whip it up. Put it on your hair. You're going to leave it on there for at least an hour. Do it once a month. Let me know how it works out for you. The only caveat to this is, which feeds into my next point, this may not help you if you are experiencing hormonal related hair loss and thinning. If you're experiencing thinning and breakage due to your hormones, your postpartum, your perimenopause, or in menopause, you're chronically stressed. Yes, chronic stress. You are a person that has PCOS. These things are internal. It doesn't have anything to do with what's happening externally. It has to do with what's happening inside. Therefore, if you are experiencing hormone-related hair loss issues, you need to work inside. And as always, before you implement anything you learn on the internet, make sure you consult with your primary care physician. Don't just start taking things just because someone on the internet said to, because you never know how herbs or natural remedies may interact with the medications you need, and your health is very important to me. I don't want you to be hurt. Just make sure you talk to your doctor, do your research, be careful before adding in any herbal remedies for medicinal purposes, okay? Okay. With that said, for example, if you're a person who struggles with PCOS, an herb that can help you curb the extra testosterone that may be impacting your hair growth is saw palmetto. Omega-3s, increasing your intake of omega-3s can also help to curb the extra testosterone in your body that may be stunting your hair growth. If you don't know, if you have an excess amount of testosterone in your blood, that can turn into dihydrotestosterone. Dihydrotestosterone is a compound that literally causes male pattern and female pattern baldness. People that have PCOS or are perimenopause or are in menopause can experience androgenic alopecia for this very reason, an excess amount of testosterone in their body. So like I said, saw palmetto, increasing your omega-3 intake, as well as red clover can be herbs that can help to reduce the extra amount of testosterone in your blood, bring your hormones back into balance, and help you to achieve your hair goals. If you are a person that is chronically stressed, we have to address this, because this has to not only do with our natural hair growth, but also our health and wellness in general. Extra stress in our bodies can literally alter our DNA and unlock autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses. That risk is higher for black women because of epigenetics and the trauma that we already have that has been passed down through our DNA because of chattel slavery and the things that our ancestors have gone through. And I understand How can we as black women decrease our stress levels when literally the entire world puts its burdens on our backs? How can we do that when we're trying to make ends meet, when we're trying to go to school and go to work and take care of our children and take care of our parents, take care of our communities? I think the answer lies within seeing yourself as someone worth saving too. You don't have to think that the only people in your life worth taking care of is everybody else except for you. You are also worthy of being taken care of. You are also worthy of all of the effort and the means that and the ends that you go to make sure that everybody else is provided for. Because guess what? You cannot keep providing for those people if you're not here. This is to encourage you to rest. Rest in God. Put your worries, put your burdens in God's hands. He sees you. He knows what you're going through, and He cares for you, and He will continue to make sure that you are provided for. You don't have to do it alone. You're not alone. So please, black women in 2025 and beyond, reduce your load. Ask God to help you, and He will make a way for you to live a more easeful life while still making sure that you and all your loved ones are provided for. Back to my point about hormonal levels and natural hair growth. If you are chronically stressed, that can literally stop your hair from growing. It can also cause your hair to fall out. So reducing your load is extremely important. If there's literally nothing wrong with you, you're not on any medication, you're doing what you need to do for your health and your hair, you have a bomb wash day, you have a bomb moisturizer plan, you have this and you have that, and your hair is still not responding, it's probably because of stress. And black women, black people, we are conditioned to operate under immense amounts of stress and not even notice how it's impacting us. Try to find time in your day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, to quiet yourself and offload all of the burdens that you have been carrying all day and probably all your life. Do some hip openers that stress out. You know, we women, we tend to carry stress in our hips. Journal. Cry. Stretch. I'm telling you, everything is connected. You may be carrying things in your energy, in your body, that you're not even aware of, that is stopping you from achieving your hair goals. Okay? Now, if you are on a new birth control, or if you are simply on medication like blood pressure medication or, you know, heart medication that is stunting your hair growth, that is way more nuanced, because you're taking those medications because you need them, right? You need them in some way, shape, fashion, or form. So what I would recommend is to talk to your doctor, see if with some lifestyle changes you can come off of that medication, or you can wait until the medication solves whatever problem you're experiencing, and then resume your natural hair journey after that problem is solved and you can come off of it. I recommend, before you start taking any herbs with medication been prescribed to you, to just wait it out, because you never know how certain herbs are going to interact with the medicine that you've been prescribed. So talk to your doctor, try to figure some things out in that way. Now we come to the porosities. So many people, so many of you lovelies, think that there's a great divide. The high porosities are over here, the low porosities are over there, and that there can't be any overlap in natural hair care routines, natural hair growth routines, because you guys have such different porosities. That is not true. Your porosity just means that you have a different approach to moisturizing your hair. That is one part of your natural hair care routine, not the whole thing. So my point is, a lot of you guys ask when I'm telling you to go use the protein treatment, or when I'm telling you to use, you know, the recipes in the guide to promote faster hair growth. So many of you ask, is this going to work for high porosity? Is this going to work for low porosity? And the answer is yes, and it's always going to be yes, because your natural hair growth recipes and regimens have little to do with your porosity. If you have low porosity hair, think steams, the greenhouse method, using hot water to wash and condition your hair so you can open those cuticles up, get that moisture in, and seal it with a light to medium oil. Think argan oil, think jojoba oil, think olive oil, right? Because you want to be able to go back in and re-moisturize your hair in a couple of days. You don't want to use a super heavy sealant that makes it difficult to have those cuticles open up because your cuticles are already more prone to being closed. So you want to use a light oil, a medium oil. Grapeseed oil is also a great one. Think of those. That should keep your hair moisturized longer than what you've typically been experiencing. And for high porosity lovelies, the opposite is true. Think cold water when you are finishing your wash day routine. Think using a heavy sealant, shea butter, mango butter, blue magic if you're nasty, to seal that moisture in, to hold that moisture in your cuticle, because your cuticles are more prone to remaining open and letting that moisture out. Other than that, the hair growth recipes and routines that you use in your monthly, daily, and weekly routines for both porosities can remain largely the same. You just have to make sure that when you're moisturizing your hair, you're doing it a particular way, so that way, going back to point one, your hair is not chronically dry, breaking off faster than it grows, and you're not achieving your hair goals as quickly as you would prefer. And finally, this is what we all have problems with. Feeling like our hair is not growing fast enough. If you feel like your hair is not growing fast enough, try this. Patience. When you plant a seed in the soil, do you dig it up to see if it's growing? Get annoyed at it? And then quit doing what you're supposed to do, which is honestly just making sure it receives water and great sunlight? Or do you put the seed in the ground, cover it with the dirt, water it, make sure it has great sunlight, and let God work his wonders? There's no difference with natural hair care, you guys. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. It's okay if your natural hair does not grow 10 inches overnight. It's not the end of the world if your natural hair doesn't hit waist length as quickly as you may have wanted it to. In your natural hair journey, I'm always going to scream this from the rooftops, and even insert pictures here of me when my natural hair was short. It is important that you embrace, enjoy, and celebrate your natural hair no matter what length it is. No length of your natural hair is going to make you beautiful, because you are made in God's image. You are already beautiful, just as you are, with the length that you have, with however healthy your hair is, whether it's dyed, whether it's thinner, whether it has some damage. You are inherently beautiful, and no one can take that away from you, and nothing can give it to you because it's already yours. No person, no length of hair, no fancy clothes, no fancy car, no number on a scale can make you beautiful or can make you not beautiful. Now, internalize that. I know I just felt good saying that, and I know you felt good hearing it. Repeat that to yourself every day. I am beautiful. I am worthy of the love that I desire. No one can take my beauty away from me. I am made in God's image. I am perfect just the way that I am. No person, no natural hair length, no number on a scale can make me not beautiful, because God has already made me beautiful, and no one can take that away from me. Nothing can take that away from me. We have to let that sink in, my beautiful lovelies, before we move on to some practical tips I can give you to help you quicken the pace at which your natural hair grows. But you have to get that into your head first, because honestly, once you understand that you have everything that you already need, you are more than enough, that's when the things that you have been desiring come into your life. Once you become content with what you already have. Can I get an amen? Now that we have addressed that, it's time to understand that just because we put a seed in the ground and we water and give it sunlight doesn't mean we can't give it a little fertilizer, so that way when God does allow for the fruit to be produced, that it's produced in abundance. And in this circumstance, the fruit in question is our natural hair. We have some things that we can do in our natural hair journey to help give us a boost in terms of reaching our natural hair goals and quickening the pace at which our natural hair grows. The solution to this, helping your natural hair grow at a faster pace, is nutrients. Our hair follicles create hair strands and push them out at a certain pace from the nutrients it receives from our bloodstream. So, we eat, we drink. The nutrients that we get from the foods we eat, the things that we drink, gets carried via our bloodstream up to our hair follicles, and our hair follicles go, okay, great. Here's some, B12, here's some vitamin E, here's some vitamin A, here's some potassium, okay, here's some calcium, here's some protein. Okay, great. Oh, I have everything I need to make a hair follicle. Poof. And it pushes the hair up out through our scalps. Now, what we can do is give our hair follicles a little extra. Here you go, hair follicles. Here's some more building blocks. And you know what the hair follicles are going to do? They're going to be like, oh my gosh, girl, thank you. Actually, I have so much nutrients. Here's boom, 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 boom. Here's some more hair growth for you. There you go. And then, like myself, like Sierra, like many lovelies on this channel, by boosting the amount of nutrients we're giving our hair follicles, we're going to notice, oh snap, I'm growing half an inch a month. I'm growing 0.75 inches a month. Or for me and Sierra, we noticed that we grew 1.5 inches of hair growth in a month because of the nutrient-dense recipes and routines that we were using. Now, we can give our follicles this boost in nutrients by either oral supplements or topically. I've had the most success with topical treatments, going back to the protein treatment. But there are more. I just updated the protein treatment. There's a brand new video where I incorporated some new ingredients, onion, aloe vera. You can check that video out here. And there are plenty of recipes out there online with various vegetables and fruit mixtures that you can use to give your hair follicles the nutritional boost it needs to help you quicken the pace at which your hair grows. Think rice, think avocado, think eggs, rosemary, plants, and food items that you can use to increase the amount of nutrients that's being carried up to your hair follicles via your bloodstream. If you want a cheat sheet, I have exactly what you need. We made a how to unlock 1 inch plus or hair growth a month natural hair growth guide that gives you all of the recipes, routines, techniques, and methods that we use to unlock 1 inch plus of hair growth per month. That is laid out in a calendar and gives you an in-depth breakdown on exactly what we did to unlock 1 inch plus of hair growth in a month. So if you want a cheat sheet to our nutrient-dense recipes that helped us quicken the pace of our natural hair growth and unlock tailbone length and hip length hair, like I said, my hair is at hip length now and it's not stopping, go to justforblackgirls.com/shop and shop the Growth Training 101 guide while it's on sale, because we are doing a huge sale to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the Growth Training guide, and we would love for all of you to celebrate with us by grabbing the guide and setting yourself on the path to growing longer, healthier, thicker, and stronger natural hair at a faster rate. Hey, 1 year. Yes. Now I'm going to go into a few additional tips that will help you if you are experiencing these particular set of natural hair circumstances. If your hair is dyed, you want to think moisture, moisture, moisture for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all 3 snacks in between. Your hair has been stripped of its natural properties and it has been put into a weakened state. As such, you need to have a balm leave-in conditioner. You need to be moisturizing your hair in the morning and moisturizing your hair at night. If you're not being hyper vigilant to make sure that hair does not break off, it will break off. So if you have dyed hair, make sure you're moisturizing it very well and doing protein treatments like every 3 weeks. If you don't know how to style, I don't think styling has to be something super hard or difficult. Really, y'all, the key to making sure that your hair is growing quickly and is on track to reaching your hair goals is just making sure that your hair is not breaking off faster than it's growing. So if you are doing your hair 2 to 3 times a week, and every single time you go to do your hair, the sink is full of hair, the floor is full of hair, your bed is full of hair, you need to be reevaluating how you're approaching. If you like to do slick bun styles, maybe try putting a brush down and using your fingers. If you are a person who loves to protective style, that's great. Just make sure that your stylist is not clogging your scalp with all of these heavy gels, and making sure that, you know, you're washing your hair in your braids, doing some nice clarifying treatments while your hair is in the braids that will help you. And if you're a person that doesn't like people to be in your hair, like has always been me. I don't like people in my hair, and that was my superpower. So I would always have about 6 to 8 big chunky braids in my hair. I would wear it up in a turban pretty much every day of high school, and my hair grew so long because I honestly didn't think that me wearing a turban was ugly. I thought it was beautiful. I liked it. I rocked it. I didn't care. Sometimes, you know, I would go to school with just 2-strand twists, and I would wear that for a month and a half. I didn't pay attention to whether or not people thought, you know, I was cute or desirable, or what they thought about my hair, because it was my hair. I felt beautiful. I felt comfortable knowing that my hair was healthy, and I didn't care. And I think that that's also something that you could take away from this process. In your natural hair journey, it's not up to you to make other people feel comfortable on your natural hair journey. This is your hair, the hair that's growing out of your head. So if you feel comfortable wearing your hair out in an afro, wearing it in 2-strand twists, it doesn't matter who finds it cute, desirable, or if, you know, people don't find it professional, or, oh, don't bring your natural hair to my wedding. Last but not least, I would definitely recommend to just do some clarifying treatments throughout the year, like 1 to 2. I clarify by using ACV. That really helps to get the buildup off of our scalps, off of our hair, to make sure that our follicles aren't packed with a whole bunch of gunk and stunting our hair growth. You can try bentonite clay masks. You can try washing your hair with African black soap. I do it every time I wash my hair. I use the ACV in my protein treatment, and that's enough for me. Now, that is the end of this video, lovelies. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm here to help you achieve your natural hair goals. And until next time, lovelies, bye. Mwah.